However bullish you were on Kaspa when you press play on this video, be prepared to crank that up to the next level, as one of our most bullish hypotheses for Kaspa is playing out in front of our eyes. It seems like mass adoption is literally right around the corner, as Kaspa just hosted a convention on Las Vegas Boulevard with Marathon Digital, the Bitcoin mining stock traded on NASDAQ. We're going to get into all the details on how we knew Marathon Digital and these huge mining entities would show interest in Kaspa over a year ago. First, everyone who subscribes to this channel, you guys have done an excellent job. 2 weeks ago from the day, we posted this screenshot showing Kaspa was ranked the number 7th most popular crypto on all of Twitter. Today, it's bumped up 2 places to the number 5 slot, with only Solana, Pepe, Bitcoin, and Ethereum in front of it. Keep up the good work informing the crypto community about how bullish Kaspa is and where it's headed. Real world adoption from these massive power players is starting to take shape right now. Marathon Digital is a huge Bitcoin mining stock, and we actually had a hypothesis that they would be interested in mining Kaspa. How we did this? Quite simple. It's almost a form of scientific method. When you're grading a cryptocurrency, we're not selling a used car here. We're not flipping a collectible baseball card. This is a complex financial instrument with multiple moving parts on the worldwide form. First thing that we need to do is get all of our data points in line. And in fact, where you find the price prediction isn't so easy as doing a few Google searches. It's what's in between the lines that really matter. And the lines that we put together for this hypothesis are as follows. Marathon Digital, the Bitcoin mining stock, they ran into a massive problem a few years ago once carbon credits were implicated onto the stock market. As we know, Bitcoin mining, super energy expendable. Stocks like Mara are just a few government-imposed regulations away from losing profitability. So the solution is Kaspa. How does that work out? Kaspa's ASICs are the most environmentally friendly machine inside the crypto world. Here's what's going on behind the scenes with the technology. When we're doing regular Bitcoin mining, we've got Peter, Paul, and John, and you. All 4 of you are mining Bitcoin. You're trying to solve an encryption, and it's your miner that finally solves it. Now, the mining pools will split up the payout amongst you. Meanwhile, Peter, Paul, and John, they just wasted a lot of electricity trying to solve the same encryption that your machine beat them to. With Kaspa and the block DAG, Peter, Paul, and John's machines, the encryptions that they were working on, this isn't just thrown away like in the traditional blockchain Bitcoin model. This is a block DAG. So those calculations are moved along down the road in the chain, being far more energy efficient. Think of all that wasted electricity with Bitcoin. And this is going to help Mara out from multiple angles. In fact, right now, Adam Swick, who is the gentleman on stage with Shai and the rest of the Kaspa team, he's been working in Africa looking for waterfalls, geothermal spots where they can get energy in an environmental fashion. The Kaspa team has been hosting DevFest in Uganda and other locations in Africa, showing that both Mara, the crypto mining stock, and Kaspa are both digging their roots into African soil. The reason behind this is, of course, central bank digital currencies are getting experimented with on the mainland continent of Africa more than anywhere else in the world. Harvesting all this data and putting it side by side is exactly how we came up with this hypothesis that Mara and other huge mining entities would be interested in stepping up for Kaspa. Of course, having friends on Wall Street is always good for cryptocurrencies, and we did this using the 24-point checklist. And when you start to vet, example, layer 1 projects and put them out side by side, you can really see what's happening in between the lines. A great example, Zetrix. Guess who is strategic partners with Zetrix? The actual Chinese Communist government and the actual Chinese DMV. They're putting all license plates in China on Zetrix, as well as a lot of other very interesting stuff. We called this out in November at $5, and it has gone nothing but straight up. Our primary focus of fundamental research right now is into artificial intelligence. Speaking of the stock market, it's all being held up by 7 stocks, all of which Google, Nvidia, Facebook, Tesla, Apple, they all have heavy research into artificial intelligence. Thus, it's only a matter of time before AI starts taking over the crypto marketplace as we speak. Just last week, DePIN powerhouse Aether got listed on the exchanges. This has more hash power than every single GPU mining crypto put together. We're talking Render, Akash, Clore AI, and Flux. All their hash power put together is still nothing compared to Aether. They're an absolute beast. We have a 24-point checklist on them to help us understand the DePIN game, as well as Alex Becker pick Destra and several others. We've got over half a dozen 24-point reports fully fleshed out, so you can start to see what's happening in between the lines. This is also not only how we catch bullish action like Kaspa, Zetrix, but how we time massive turnarounds like TAO. Taking a look at this tweet by Ski Bum Jin, everybody knows that this man, cryptographer, is very intelligent. What he's missing is the right data to make a good assessment on TAO. And of course, the point he's trying to make, Kaspa's better than TAO, we're not trying to argue against that. It's his reasoning why that's so wrong. He's actually falsely blaming the tokenomics on why TAO's been having such a downside. But if you actually knew what was going on, if you had your data right in front of you, you would know this truth. On March 1st, the exact day that TAO reached its peak, they bumped up the minimum entry to host a subnet from 100 TAO, which used to cost around 50 grand, to 10,000 TAO. So now it's 5 million to run a subnet. And since then, the price has been absolutely plummeting. Insiders are thinking that this is price manipulation. And in the future, perhaps this fall, we should keep our ears open, waiting for them to swap the minimal subnet fee from 10,000 to lower, like 100 or even 500, even 1,000 would be extremely bullish. Pretty good idea for a TAO trading plan, isn't it? And that's the major difference between our VIP group and all the rest. In any of these other groups, in the middle of a breakout, suddenly, oh, the buy alert goes off. I'm going to buy this mid-breakout. So unless you have your laptop open right during, you're probably going to miss it. Meanwhile, they also never tell you why, what's going on behind the scenes with the fundamentals or the technical analysis. In our VIP group, we plan out every trade, whether it's leverage or cold storage, well in advance, waiting for the perfect moment to load up, making it a much more educational process for everybody, even advanced traders who don't want to log in all the hours reading the white papers and putting everything together. This is a massive way to get someone else to do your homework, so to speak, as we've got loads of research at your fingertips. Keep in mind, this group does require a lot of reading, so it might not be for everybody, as well as we incorporate multitudes of different tools, including some that are artificial intelligence, in order to help us facilitate our research process. Thanks for checking out this video. We'll catch you on the next one.